What's up, Panda Gang? Welcome back to Tiny Terra Map, playing as Spain. Tiny maps are meant for 4 civs, but we have 8, and this is Terra. So everyone starts on the first continent, and then you go ahead and colonize the second. Unfortunately, Maori are in this game, and they've claimed that second continent as their own. The second unfortunate fact is that I don't own my own religion, Confucianism. This is spread to me by the Koreans, and the way the conquistador works here with the Spanish Empire, the special unit, when you capture a city, or if you're next to a city when it's captured, the city will automatically adopt that religion as a dominant religion. So, if I go and conquer the whole world, spread this Confucianism, we're just going to give more and more pressure and more religious victory to these Koreans. So, we've taken things into our own hands. We've conquered Sanju and Yangsan. It's a bit of a struggle. You see Sangju is about to flip due to loyalty. Yangsan also not doing so great. Minus 26. Let's move Reina in there to slow this down. I really got to get after Seoul and Trakiao. Dude, this is tough. This guy's got a golden age right now. And, yeah, it's a little bit tough to go into a war with someone like that. I did not realize. Unfortunately, my Conquistador power spike is now. My Armada and Fleet power spike is now as well. When you hit, what is it? Let me go take a look. Mercantilism, you get armadas and fleets unlocks, which is way quicker than usual. Usually you need nationalism for one of those. That's fleets. And then you need a whole nother mobilization of the modern era to get yourself armadas. We've already got those. And we've got to leverage our power spike as so. Anyways, Yangsan, let me go buy you a monument for that little bit of loyalty, that little bit of culture. I won't do much. And who else did I get to go to war with me here? Sejong, they're also at war with the Americans. Do I see any Americans doing anything? Hello? Hello, Americans. Would you do something? There is one observation balloon, but that is all. Anyways, we're still getting shot at here by the Huachas. That's the extra strong field cannon that belongs to the Korean civil engineering here. I don't need any of those cards. What I need is to get rid of this crazy strong district right here, the encampment. That's just terrible for me sitting right here. First things first, though, Sangju now flipped due to loyalty. Let me grab this back real quick. Just took a couple shots from my ironclad fleet. It's pretty much free, to be honest. I've got a ton of governors, too. I'm going to appoint my man Victor in that new city of Sangju to try to stem the loyalty problems. What's interesting about a Spanish conquest is that I've got my Confucius apostle here, right? So similar things with the conquistador. If you've got one of these religious units within a hex, you get plus 10 combat strength, which is ridiculous. These guys are really strong as scouts. And check this out, I'm seeing some Vietnamese troops in here as well. They're not at war with the Vietnamese just yet. They're friendly? What? They've been at war with these guys all game, but we'll see if that turns around. Anyways, I can use my religious units as scouts. I do want to get onto the mainland, but I'm kind of weary of going after Seoul while this district still exists, and there is Huachas shooting at me and stuff. Let me grab a promotion with this Conquistador. We'll go for Tortoise for defending against these constant rain strikes that we seem to be dealing with. Try and heal myself up. This guy's quite low. Then perhaps my frigate Armada can finish the Huacha once and for all. It's a one-shot kill almost. So close. Hey, speaking of the Vietnamese, dude, so learning moment here. Agreements. Join the ongoing war with Sejong. Trying to get them in here. What would it take? And they're like, no, there's no way we'll do this. Buddy, I gave them 1 cotton, and they're like, I'm down. They'll even give me gold. Buddy, let's go. Okay, so you saw that elephant warrior from Thang Long. This is going to confuse them quite a bit. I like that. Hopefully the Americans do help at some point, but now at least we have someone else in the fight. My diplomatic prowess is obviously quite good. As for this encampment here, I think I'm just going to keep shooting at it as much as I can. It's a pain in my butt. For the most part, I'll have my troops bypass this whole situation by going along the northern sea. There doesn't seem to be any Koreans up here. And I think this just avoids the most walls, like down here in Trakiao. Lots of walls to deal with. I don't like that. That's if the target is Seoul, and I think the target should be Seoul, but honestly I haven't thought about it too much. Look, Trakiao's only got 100 fortification health. Maybe I should be going for Trakiao instead. Let me get as many conquistadors in the water as I can, because then they can run quick. I'm going to fleet up this ironclad, so those dudes are super strong. I've even got one more. Here it is, this quadrireme back home in Cordoba, not Torgoba. You are now a frigate, my friend. Another conquistador, perfect. Send you guys up north. Dang, okay. Not being so smart with my pikemen crossing the Nalanda lands. Could you pass on a rest and repair? This frigate will be a bit smarter with you. Parking you more than 2 tiles away from the city so you don't get shot. As for the actual Koreans, did they even shoot at me this time? It looks like they just let me chill, which is a bit weird. to say the least. My frigate armada, let me improve you with bombardment so you're even stronger against things like districts. Everybody else get in position to retake the city in one turn when it inevitably flips independent. Bruh, Sangju, same situation, minus 19 per turn. Like, this is not sustainable, dude. At least I got Ambalon for a little bit more naval. Do I need this naval thing? Yeah, I feel like that's a better upgrade path. We do have a great person, though. Bublina. So she's all about industrial and modern era naval units. But she does give a promotion and combat experience to somebody, which is actually useful for me. Major drought, dude, that is suboptimal indeed. City growth looks to have all but stopped. New governor, governor's idle, yes. That's because we're gonna got kicked out of our city of Sangju, classic. We will take it back quick though. There's 1 strike and maybe a 2. Can we take the city? Beautiful job, Pikeman. You can just chill in here and heal up. Then we can even give Reina her job back, despite how terrible she was at it, evidently. City flipped over pretty quick there. Yangsan in the same situation, unfortunately. There's 1 strike on him. Can we get another shot on the city and then a 3rd? Hopefully that takes her down. Perfect. We'll keep both these cities. Very nice. Dude, I did not mean to move this armada here. I don't know what the heck kind of pathing the game is on right now, but if my dude dies, I'm gonna cry. I have committed though and decided I'm headed down to the south. This is where the fighting is gonna take place. So bringing all the conquistadors around. Back on the home front, yes, we're dealing with a massive drought, but I've got a military engineer, so things are looking up a little bit. We're gonna get ourselves a railroad all through all the places. And I got some trade routes finishing up, which is gonna be giving me some of that sweet era score because that's what we decided we wanted this era. Let me go with Nidaros because it gives, actually Chicago, that is one heck of a trade route, man. I love that. Oh my goodness, Armada taking an absolute beating because of, for some reason, how the clicking works in Civilization. Not sure how exactly it works, but it screwed me last time. Luckily, this unit can cruise home and fire on something while it's safe and sound inside a city. Now, everyone else is not so lucky. This choke point here with the zone of control of the encampment is ridiculous. It's hard to get my troops through here, but I can get, same thing for Great Admirals, but this Great Admiral, we can actually take them and click them down to the south. They can just instantly move, which is really nice. And we're going to try and move all the ironclads as well, but again, it takes many, many turns to move people around here. This makes it a struggle to land on Tracheau. As you see, this Conquistador, man, it moves 5 across water, but over the coast and then onto land, it's not as quick. Luckily, we have a frigate in the area to go head-to-head with a Huacha. It's quite slap, 52 damage, I like that. Checking out what the Vietnamese are doing here, I see them going on Jinju. I don't know how successful this attack will be. They don't seem to have much response for the walls, although fortification health, only ancient walls. First spy completed, sent that dude off to Seoul to do some, well, spying, obviously. None of these other districts have great adjacency bonuses, like commercial hub, it's kind of trash, but industrial zone options. +2 decent, but damn, +4 up in the mountains. I'm picking that up. Speaking of industry, Salamanca done the factory. I'm going to buy out the coal power plant right off the bat. Now all our colony cities getting huge production. I haven't really decided yet what I want from all these cities. I mean, one thing is campuses, theater squares, obviously for culture, science, trade routes for tons of gold and some faith. And that reminds me, dude, Seville, we're building Conquistador, but the Grandmaster's Chapel, I should get this. I can buy Conquistadors with faith. Let me queue that up next, and that might actually give us a huge boost in army. That'll be clutch since we're about to actually get in on, should I queue here? Trying to make peace these guys? No, dude, I've already turned the tables on ya. Big fights going on between the Koreans and the Vietnamese. I like to see this. The Voishin, ranged elephants. These are beautiful units. You can move them, and then while you moved one time, you can shoot someone, and then move back. Like, what the heck kind of hacks is that, right? Anyhow, both cities are going to fall once again to disarray. My goal is just to get as many conquistadors out of there as I can before it happens. And I don't think there'll ever be a perfect time to land, but let's get to it, man. 1 dude in, 2 dudes in. Let's get the Apostle in there for that extra combat strength. I got a siege tower as well, so the district walls won't be quite as hard to get through. And 1 frigate, it's got a promotion. We'll get that bombardment. They'll start shooting out those defenses ASAP. Can we actually go and fire at the city? Look at that. Half my health that would cost me. That is so much damage to take. Damn. I'm going to need more dudes. Let's see, 1. Is there another one coming up from the south? Doesn't look like it. We need those faith purchases ASAP. Dude, we're about to fall into a Dark Age 2, 10 turns, and we need 6 era score to not... What the heck is going on, man? Things are not looking good. If we can't hold it with the loyalty now, Just imagine next era. Although I guess that means that they won't have Golden Age, or hopefully they won't have Golden Age. I guess we'll find out. Railroad coming along quite nicely. Already got 3 tiles down. Love to see it. Cordoba, I could see using this railroad. Why don't we queue up, let's say, 1 Conquistador, 3 turns for 1? Oh my goodness. Yes, we will do this, and I'm out of niter. That's no good. Let me try and purchase some right now. Not luxuries, although we would take those. We would like some niter. Who's willing to sell? Okay, perfect. Both of our allies in this war are trying to sell us niter. That's awesome. This way I can queue up even more conquistadors, but it only takes 3 turns. That is ridiculous. Kind of similar situation here in Cordoba. The turns are down to 14 now for a frigate, so I'm going to do that instead. And maybe I could even give them a card to reduce that amount of time. I believe, it would have been back here, exploration, 100% production towards industrial and earlier naval units. So I should be using this. Valiantly done the shipyard, done the camp hits. How else can you contribute, man? Okay, that's a pretty good commercial hub, but is it worth losing all that production? I don't know. If we went ahead and swapped you a tile on the far bank, what could you get then? Commercial hub sucks, but a theater square. Okay, also nothing, but at least losing the tile isn't so rough. You know what? We'll do the commercial hub. Getting that extra trader out of there, as much as 2 food and 4 production is nice, just that trader is huge. Okay, we're taking big damage all over the place. Getting attacked by the Arabian Apostle. This is super suboptimal. I think the guys at the Vader might be putting my plan to shame. Flight. We got the aerodrome. We're going to have biplanes. That is fantastic. Finding someone so dang far away, it would be nice to have some planes for some quick troop movement. It takes so long for these conquistadors to get anywhere. Yangsan flipped again, though. 1 and 2. It belongs to me. That's beautiful. I can rest and repair, keep my city down in the South Sangju. Much similar situation. 1 and 2. Thank you. Oh, I just lost a unit. That hurts. I think I gotta go for the cap. Get rid of this annoying Free City musketmen in my way. The result is conquistadors. Well, they can keep moving on their merry way towards Trakio. We're gonna bring all the dudes up from the back. All right, everybody move. Everybody move. Sadly, there's like 1 tile these guys can go without getting destroyed. And this encampment is still screwing me, a large part because of my frigate armada mistake, but this won't be for too long. We're going to retire our great person here, and we just got a promotion with the frigate armada. Fantastic. I'm going to keep all those cities. I'm going to reassign my dudes. Okay, you're cruising down here. I swear I have 1 other guy that needs reassigning. Victor, you're coming down to Yangsan. And I pray soon we're not constantly doing this back and forth. It's just so much. Okay, the bombardment doing almost no damage to the city. That is what it is. Let me get my apostle close up to my conquistador so they have that extra attack damage. Major defeat? What is this? Fortification health just went up to 4,000. They just got steel? What the heck kind of timing is this, bro? I can't deal with steel. That's so hard. Bruh, the only way we're beating this is with battleships. Where the heck are my battleships? That's why they're going to take so long. 8 techs to get here. It's the only way, though. Other than that, I could park artillery on Sangju and Trakyu. Yangsan. Dang, even this encampment's gonna have crazy walls too. This is tough. Somehow I lost my alliance here with the Americans. Let's get that cultural alliance back, baby. I'm realizing now they actually have cultural pressure, loyalty pressure on these cities. Before, it just said no. Anyways, Korea's still vastly the highest, but with America on our side, it should actually be a bit better. Same with Yangsan. 153 from the Koreans. Like, what kind of numbers are these, bruh? Anyways, I'm a bit sad. I don't know what I'm gonna do. How do we fix this situation? I guess I can try and pillage stuff for the time being, but it looks like the easy conquer of these lands that I was hoping for is just not gonna be coming to fruition. The first step in any of this is actually control Yangsan and Sangju. So perhaps with the age rolling over, we'll be okay. Maybe if I get some flying stuff, it'll give me a better era score. And then I've actually got a pretty decent plan for how I conquer these fellas. If you take a look at these, if I could hold Sangju and Yangsan, or you know what, if I just raise them to the ground, which I might have to do. If I had Trebuchet, if I had things better than Trebuchet and this observation balloon, which, you know what, let me buy 1 observation balloon. Let me buy 2 observation balloons. If I can use these guys to get great artillery shots off, and right here, metal casting bombard, that's not actually too bad of a unit. Perhaps I could siege down Trakio from this 1 tile. It would take a long time, but it would work in the end. I definitely have control over the sea. Okay, we're getting shot up pretty bad. Lost a theological combat. It is what it is. We have archaeologists, though, now. And I believe my capital city, well, that's a place where archaeology is a thing. In Sangju, my observation balloon can leave. my conquistador, they may have to leave as well. The city will flip. But as aforementioned, I can go after this trebuchet. In the actual Tracheo lands, it's time to run. My frigate's taken a lot of heat from the one city strike, so they've got to go away. Frigate to the north has the promotion, Rolling Barrage, so this guy's actually going to be ridiculous against districts now. Similar plan here with the observation balloon. Maybe we can get rid of this super annoying encampment that honestly I should have dealt with a long time ago. As for cards, I'm going to grab Press Gang so that I can make my frigates a little bit faster. Could definitely get some more frigate armadas out here, that would help me out. Oh, was this another promotion? I'm going to go Ambalon. Also, I feel like that's a good path to go down. Nalanda, Sorghum still at war with you, dude. I just need to send dudes north. It is what it is. Hunza can definitely catch one of these envoys for those extra 4 gold and each bank. So 269, 295. Okay, that was definitely underrated. Boy, my dude's taking some shots. Refuse the deal. No, we cannot have peace after you just killed my units. Lost his ranity. What happened? Not Lahore, that is my city-state. No, just kidding. Do not care about those guys. Absolutely useless to me anyways. Hey, bruh, stop shooting down my ironclad. Those shots hurt, man. Yang Sen flips over yet again. Wow, this frigate does some damage. It looks like 2 strikes will get the job done, as usual. Down in the south, more of the same. Ironclad plus frigate equals a pretty hard time for Sangju. That city belongs to me. And sadly, I'm gonna have to raise this bad boy. Okay, now we actually have a spot for our trebuchet to move into position. Observation balloon as well. And Tracheo can actually catch some bullets. That's gonna be nice. To keep vision, we're gonna move our Great Admiral. They won't get shot, but they will give us vision of the city, which is a requirement for actually shooting at something. You need to be able to see it. Yang Sen moving towards the strategy as well. We're going to grab ourselves a trebuchet and move this observation balloon into position. Just close enough so we can fire at the fortifications. Metal castings here, dude. The bombards. We can actually improve these bad boys should we desire the trebuchet. Damn, that's actually a really cheap upgrade. I just got to be in friendly territory. I might be able to do some tricky business here with the Yangshu. Buy up the tile. Move in my trebuchet. My other trebuchet moves into position close enough to fire at the city, but not too close that it might get shot. And the best place for not getting shot is in the city. The frigate armada taking shots at the steel walls, -29 on the defenses. That is huge damage. Oh, and here's actually our first bombard. No aero score for that. I was like kind of hoping, you know, maybe we'd get something like this, but I guess not. Aerodrome complete. Grandmaster's Chapel. I took a look at how much a dang biplane costs. $17,000. Not rich like that, man. Maybe one day here in Barcelona, you know, we can get some science going. Let me swap over a tile that won't flood because flooding ruins your day. Yes, there we go. That is a good one. You always think you'll be able to get those seawalls up, and then all the time, your guys are underwater, and it's just the worst. And what is this? 3 aero score. Let's go. Industrial zone +4 or higher. That's going to be our city of Madrid. Well played, fellas. I'm just 1 aero score away now and 4 turns. There's got to be some way to get this, but I'm not that smart, so it's going to be tougher than it needs to be. Information era. Ooh, dude, we got conservationism. That's too far away. We can't get that. One way I do know how to play the game, though, is with range. These cities, the Huacha only got 2 range, but bro, my bombard, it's got 3 thanks to this observation balloon. I had to switch tactics there. Not quite as thrilling as our previous ones, but it is what it is. This armada, dude, we're not gonna have you chill in the city because I don't know where it's gonna get shot out when the city flips. And if they get in range of these districts again and get shot, I'm gonna cry. On the religion front, I'm bringing an apostle back home. Check out my capital, dude. Whoa, that is not Confucianism. So the Islam, yeah, I don't need to go and conquer all of Arabia as well. I can just stick with Korea. This is proving tough enough. As for the railroad, we're going straight through. Hey, aero score. See, I knew I'd figure it out. Look at this railroad, you know, you try and build the railroad straight, but my military engineers are just so dang stupid, cannot figure out a straight road. Anyways, good enough. Now I got my dude in Seoul. Let me go with gain sources, buddy. At least we can see around. I don't see any troops. As for their actual military capacity, 157, that's pretty weak from the Koreans. The thing is, those steel walls came up at just the worst possible time for myself, and those are tough to get through. 400 fortification strength, and you're not going to get any help from your siege towers. That's my whole plan with siege tower, man. I was too slow, and you get punished for things like that. Siege tactics is here. Speaking of siege, Yangsan has flipped. We're going to go ahead and capture the city, are we? Yes, I think we should do that. 1 fight, 2 fights. That belongs to me. Yes, I will keep it once again. It's a nice little spot from which I can shoot with my frigate armada. Let's do a quick check-in on the colonies. Acarania and Valladolid. What did you guys just finish? A market and I believe a conquistador. Is that right? I see we're out of housing in Acarania. Maybe we could grab a water park. Any suitable tiles? See, unfortunately, they all look pretty good, so I don't really want to put them down. But I guess we bite the bullet at some point. Place her here. As for Valladolid, I feel like these guys have actually something to build a bank. That's useful. Salamanca. Oh, they finished a shipyard, and they've got another district to build here. I want a commercial hub for the trader. What else do we get? A theater square. You know what? Let's go for the theater square, get some culture. We are definitely lagging behind in that sector. Dang, bruh. So the Apostle trying to get back to Madrid, running into some trouble. We got the Norwegians here. They are not trying to let that happen. Bro, I'm so glad we're going to get normal age, though. Absolute game changer. I don't know what I would do otherwise. 2 turns, we'll just see. Perhaps we can keep Yangsan. That would be a blessing. City's going to get itself that frigate armada. We shoot, and the bombard we shoot yet again. That's actually going down pretty quick. Printing, and it looks like they didn't even shoot at me once that turn. What has gotten into these guys? Trying to get friendly. For some reason, the Hwatch is in the water, and now the Hwatch is dead. That's how it goes. A hold up. It's alive? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Come here. Come here. Goodbye. 2 arrow score. Beautiful. Oh, we were always going to make this era no trouble. Bombard is here. Should be able to strike all the way to Tracheal, but it looks like perhaps I got to wait because I moved that turn. Not quite sure. We have patience, though. We can fire with impunity. They can do nothing. Bro, quick check-in on the trade routes. We are up to 10, 9, 10. Doesn't matter. This is way too much stuff. If we just look at the gold section, there's either our local trade routes, which are giving me like 6 food, 5 production, and then our external trade routes that swap out that 6 food for like 25 gold, some science, culture. That is ridiculous. Definitely recommend Spain if you're planning on something with more than one continent. Hey, and here we are, the modern era. I pray the Koreans aren't in another golden age. Matter of fact, if it was a dark, I would not be upset. Let's click make dedication and take a look. The Koreans, normal. Thank goodness. Yangsan. Korea still with ridiculous amount of pressure here. It looks like holding this will just be a bit too far-fetched. It's all right, though. We can go through the song and dance over and over. The city belongs to me. I'm going to get rid of this encampment eventually. As for my dedication, I'm going right back to the well with reform the coinage. I've got tons and tons of trade routes, and as those guys finish, I'll get more and more air score. Aha, and finally, the siege on Tracheal. We are going. Boom. 11 on the defenses. At this rate, it will only take 40 turns. At least my apostle got back home and can start spreading the religion once more. Still kind of worried that we won't have enough spreads to get it done. And none of my other cities have a holy site, so this one kind of has to be the one to get it done. Now Bilbao, I feel like these guys are kind of stuck on what to get next. The housing is relatively capped. Growth is not great. We should get sewers before too long, right guys? Right guys? Sanitation, 6 turns. Dang, but then that holds off my battleships, which are pretty close. Gonna have to go to battleships and circle back for that sanitation. Sorry guys. We're gonna be living in filth. In the meantime, let's get this Tour de Belém. This is sweet with the trade routes. It is outgoing. Any international trade route where the destination has luxuries, well, you get a little bit more gold. And every city that's not on your home continent, they get a free city center building. Now, I don't know exactly what that will be for these guys, since I swear we've built out most of those. Maybe it'll be some medieval walls, but it will be something. World Congress, nothing much substantial, no great general points, nothing else I really care about. The World's Fair, that's wonderful. Let's get some great people. I got plenty of harbors for that. Shooting again at Tracheal here, minus 10 on the defenses, so yeah, it's going to take a while. That said, I believe the deterioration is exponential in nature. And once we get a couple frigates in there that are then battleships, whoa, it's going to go. Oh, yeah, look how quick this guy goes down now. Beautiful to see. Cordoba done another frigate, buddy. We're about to get right on an entire armada here. Bing, bang, boom. This thing is sweet. We'll keep the queue up for those bad boys, but man, we actually need someone to get a holy city. If you check out Madrid, like, there's actually a ton of Islam pressure here. I'm a bit worried that if I go all the way through with this apostle, that it won't quite be enough to flip the city itself. Anyways, fellas, apologies I wasn't able to convert on the promised conquering of the Koreans. They did this thing called researching technologies, got them the steel technology, which gives you the strongest walls in the whole dang game, absolutely immune to a conquistador rush, and now we are bogged down in this artillery warfare with bombards. That said, I'm confident we'll break through their lines in the next episode. Up in Yangsan, as you can see, the encampment that's caused me so much trouble is falling like flies, dude. And if you can do counting this bombard with the observation balloon, well, it's 3 tiles of range, right? So a place like Seoul, 1, 2, 3, there's 2 tiles that are 3 distance away. So I'll be able to chop down their defenses way quicker than anything else. Down in the south, Trakeel, man, this is an absolute grind. But I'm hopeful that with my science, 4 turns away from getting myself battleships. I got tons of coal to maintain these bad boys, and they are inherently a 3 range unit. Now I've got myself a frigate armada in Yangsan. I've got myself a frigate armada down in Koroba, and I got 3 more frigates queued up down here too. We'll see what other defensive tactics the Koreans pull out, but I am hopeful that we'll get.
Thanks for watching, Panda Gang. When I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm going to actually pay for Windows, so make sure to subscribe. Peace.